Hello, Rhoda here. Welcome to my craft room. Today we're going to be working on the front cover of one of the Haunted Mansion journals. And I've got a few ideas for it. I hope it works out. We will get to it as soon as we do the sneak peek. Now, we're in the Antique Phone Journal, which is Wonders by Wink on Etsy. Really cool digital. Now, last time I said, I wonder if I have anything in his pocket. And I did. It was just a coffee-dyed large index card. So I was just leaving that to the person that gets it and however they would like to decorate it. And it goes right back in there. It's a little bit of a tight fit. Not much, because I did glue it. I cut a page here and a page here, because this was the center of the signature, and I just glued it up here and here. It's a little smaller. This also has an index card in it. Same way, same size. I've got a few little ephemera pieces here. It's like they've traveled around the globe with their phone calls. I've got a little bit of phone book in behind here, as you can see. Actually, that's a tuck. I didn't even know it until I just picked it up. But yeah, this is a tuck. So you can tuck something underneath of there. So these are useful. You can also put something here as well. Oh, well, I better do that if I ever do anything with this to sell it. There's that from a scrapbook I had. It was perfect for this. Oh, perfect. The other part of that area code phone thing, there's Mountain, Central, Yukon, Alaska, and Hawaii. And here we go. I'll get to this and then I will stop because I wanted to show you something. All right, this was from the front. It was a piece that went right up underneath of here. Oh, no, it was on the top. I'm sorry. It was on the top because the piece is right there. Yeah, there we go. You can see it right up on top. So I wanted to still use that piece. So I put it on here. And it was so long, it wasn't going to fit on a regular page. So I put it at an angle. And look, it works great. I've got some rub-ons. I think that's a rub-on. These are rub-ons. And this is a piece of his vellum, Tim Holtz vellum. And that's a piece you can write on right there. And it goes down in there, and you can tuck it right there at that edge. And up there at that edge, and it's just like right on perfect. Now on the back side of this is party lines. Now I don't know about you, but we had party lines. We had about 8 people, I think, on our party line where I lived out here in the late 60s, I believe it was. It could have been early 70s as well. And we had this one old busybody down the road here. And she had to listen to everybody's. Now, a party line, you had a certain ring. Dad thinks ours was 2 rings and then a space and then 2 more rings. Mom remembered 4 rings, so it's sort of, that sort of goes together. So anyway, you knew which house it was supposed to be for, but this old busybody, she'd pick up and she'd be listening to all your business. Oh my gosh, couldn't say nothing on there. And anyway, so this was something about, from Wikipedia about party lines, and I just copied and pasted on this, and I think I put it on a piece of coffee-dyed paper, tea-dyed, and I put a little pool on it, so it goes right in there. It's another one of the middle numbers is here. I have a little rub-on right there. This was just a piece from some of the papers. See, we go over and we get all these obituaries and such from the papers and some articles and things. This was a great big old phone number in there. So I cut it out and put it there. That was another rub-on. And yeah, a little bit of a phone book. Some more of that vellum. So I made myself a little pocket right there. So you can put it in either which way. You can do it that way or you can do it that way. I got a little phone up here that was from that paper behind us here. It's one tiny little phone. So I got it and I put it there. And here you can see one of the operators from her cool digital. And yeah, it's just days gone by, right everybody? Days gone by. Things just aren't the same anymore. They keep changing. Alright, I got me all kinds of goodies here on the desk, as you can see. I have this pad, and it is the Backdrops Halloween 2023. Had all these cool backdrops and stuff in it. So I picked out ones that sort of went together. And, of course, I wanted furnishing, Undertaker, and embalmers. I have to have that. And then I thought this was so cool because it looked like you're entering the hallway or something of the house, the foyer. The front we're going to cover. The inside here was another piece. I was able to cut one here and for the next journal. And the way I usually do my journals, I have two pieces, as you can see on this back side. I'll put a bunch of chipboard together, 2 or 3 or 4 pieces, whatever I think is strong enough. Because once you get the glue in there, it gets even stronger. And then this is the 3-inch spine. And you don't see it on this side, but I have this broadcloth that's about that wide. And it's on each side, and it's gluing the spine to the 2 ends. And that's how I do that. Now, when I get the front covered, what I'm going to be doing back here is probably taking another strip of some dyed fabric or the right color. I did dye this so it was sort of brown and dingy. And I'll put it right there to hide that. I like to do fabric over this because it will stretch. I've done paper before, and if you don't do it right, 9 times out of 10, it will it will crack, and it won't let your book go fully closed either. Another thing I did was I had some of this masking paper, which you've seen me using before in different projects, especially with the Poe kit. When I was first starting out, I put a little bit under here, like this rough edge. I just put it underneath to kill that straight. I also, if you can see it, roughed up the edges. I ripped little divots in it. I fingernailed it to where it was really rough around there. I put a little hole there. I ripped a little piece there, and also down in here. So you can see it's kind of jiggy-jaggedy, and it's not neat and pretty like I usually do. I've got a little bit of that broadcloth showing under there, so I didn't want that to happen, so I put a little piece of that masking paper under this as well. Okay, so let me show you what else we're doing here. Put this aside. Check it out, and let me show you the signatures. I got them organized, and here are the signatures. And it's about 3 inches. I feel like 3 inches is just right, especially if I'm going to go in here and put more things in it. I've also got a few pieces with that masking paper to kind of give it the grungies. And we have what is left of the, what was that one? Not that one. Not that one. It's this one, right? Yes, this one. The Layers and Paper Dolls. It's almost dead. This is one of the pieces that was still left. So I wanted to show you what it was. A lot of Tim Holtz people use this woman. She looks ghostly to me. So that's what I want to use her for. And then a frame, just a frame was in there. So what I'm going to do is combine them. And I'm going to put her in there. And she's going to actually go in the pocket. There's a pocket that's going to be on the front. So let's glue her together real quick. And I'll show you how I'm going to do it. I'm going to go around the outside edge here. And then around the outside edge of her. And hopefully catch all the places I need to catch. All right, I want to thank everybody for coming to visit and check out what's going on today. I think by the time this one airs, maybe the one before me, before this one, maybe the one before that, I don't know. I'm going to be in West Virginia. We are going to be heading to the cemeteries, going to the courthouses, all that good stuff. So, I will be out and about, finding some more adventures to come back and tell you about. Oh boy. Now this can be written on the back of. I thought of it as just a great big journal card. I'll come back in once this is dry, and I'll probably ink the edges with some ground espresso just to darken it up a bit, maybe on the front as well. But other than that, she's done. Just don't get that glue everywhere. All right, let me set her to the side. I can't get my fingers on her. All right. Now, these are what I picked. This is going to actually be the cover for the front of the book. This is the cover. Then, this is the door. Remember me telling you I wanted a door? Well, this was in that backdrops, and it's perfect. Look at the little rivets in it. That's kind of what I wanted a look of. So, I'm going to probably round the edges, just a shallow round. Let me get a hold of it here. That little narrow one there. I just want to do just a bit. I don't want it to catch on anything. And since I got this one in the background, I won't have to worry about anything showing. And this is going to be movable. Okay, I'm going to set that to the side for now. These, I wasn't sure if I'm going to use them. I had wanted to do maybe this on the front of the door, maybe in black, just to give it an impression. We'll try that. I don't know why I got the bats. I haven't used those bats yet. Now this is a piece, and these are, I need to cut that down. These are, what are their size? It is a 10-inch. So my book is a 9x6, and this is a 10x6. So I have to go in here and cut this down so it'll fit on the front with this one. So I'm just going to line it up. And I've already done my finger thing here. I don't know how you want to call it. Where I roughed it up. And these little pieces, keep them, because I'm going to be using them somewhere in these books. I got a little pile of them up here. Yeah, there we go. Now all I got to do is cut this again. Right there and there. Now I have to make myself a hinge of some type. Now that you can see where I fingered and roughed it up with my thumb, and well, it's not got that many tears in it. I didn't worry about the tears as much. And what we're going to do is this little piece is a spare. And I'm going to actually go in here and cut a piece. Let me mark it wide enough for her to go in. And she's going to go in there and tuck in. And you're going to be able to see her. I think I'll do it right here. Whoop. I have it straight. And right here, kind of where it's right underneath of that seal. I think it's like a windowsill. Now I did this on the library pocket. If you followed me with the library pocket, you will see what I'm doing. And you just get in here. And I don't know if I'm straight. Am I straight? I think I am. So we're going to cut a little wedge here to here. And then we're going to go up just a tad. Not too much. Just enough that it'll easily slip in that hole. And do another cut. Let me go back again and make sure. Yeah, I think that's good. Let me just go on the outside now. Whoop. Cut that piece here and here. And then we're going to put a piece behind it. I think what I'll do is I'll stick it up here because it's going to go down that way. Yeah. I don't know if I want to get in here and ink it. Let me just go ahead and do that. You could get in here with a marker if you'd rather. I'm going to actually get that pencil off of there that I marked it up with, so you don't see it. There we go. Now, I'm going to go behind it, And I wish I could see that. I love that stain. And it looks like they used that stain throughout these pieces. Because I saw that exact shape. I checked it out, you know. I saw that exact shape before. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to glue it this way. I'm leaving the bottom loose. Not gluing it. But I'm gluing like that. And what we're going to do, we're going to flip it real quick. And we're going to put the glue, the long side to the top. Match it up side to side. However it'll go. It looks like that one got cut off a little bit. Alright, and that's how it's going to be. And she will go down in here. So as soon as you open it, well, actually it's further than I thought. But anyway, oh, it is. Once I glue that down to the base, I won't have to worry because I will just glue it a little higher so her little seal matches about right there. It's almost an inch. Okay. But as soon as you open your book, you're going to see a ghost. Now, we're going to put this down. And I'm still debating on what I'm going to do with the back here. I have a, like a book spine that's almost that width that I'm going to probably use. But I'm debating on whether I'm going to make it a curved spine with like a paper towel roll or not. Alright, what I need to do at the moment is to use my fabric tack. I've got all kinds of little things here. I've got my hitch ball fastener, or hitch fastener they call it. That's going to be the closure. I've got 2 brads that are going to hold these in. And I've had these and haven't done anything with them. And I might just leave them as is. I have seen people use the, what are those markers? The distress markers on them. I may do that. I've also got, in this older Halloween sticker book, they've got locks and hinges, and I'm going to be trying to use that as well. You know me, I'm loving locks and hinges. Now this whole top here can get glued down. Even this little section right here can get glued down. But the bottom, no. Well, I want to go up a little bit. Almost an inch up in my glue, but that's it. Okay, so we're going to go down here. And we're going to go just up. Do a straight line, Rhoda. Do a straight line. Okay, there we go. I think it's good. That's probably going to bleed on me, but I'll catch it in a minute. Alright, so that's going to go right here. And I'm going to go as far out to the right as I can, because this inside is going to be covered, which it's already out there, but it's going to be covered by the fabric of my choice, whatever I choose to use. But there we go. You're just going to rub that down, and that's going to cover it. Usually when this thing volcanoes, I'll usually do it this way. It usually gets an air bubble in there and wants to push it out. So I'll just do that. And then sometimes it heals it. You get to a point where you got to rub the gooey off the front, the top as well. Like I got a dirty rag right here. Let's use that. There. Now, I think I'm good with that for right at the moment. What are we going for next? We have a door we have to figure out. I've already inked this and everything, so that's done. Let's see if our little lady works. La 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 la. Oh yes, perfect, perfect. So when the door opens, and this is how it's going to be. The door's going to be like this, and it's going to open. Boom, like that. Now I have to figure out... okay. I may have to put me a strip or something there before. Give me a minute to think about this. Okay, I have decided how I'm going to fix this, because I couldn't leave it flat. because I knew I was going to put a strip of cloth or something there. So what I did, I went almost 3/8 of an inch over and scored it. So now what I need to do is get in here with this. I got this at Walmart in the craft section. It's washi tape. I love it. And see, it's a dark, and I thought that would work the best for the mood here. I also have some green. I might just get that out first. But this, I figured I could lay this over the edge of the door. Oh, can you see that? I'm sorry. I figured I could lay this over the edge of the door like this, where it's nice and raggedy. And then put it over that crease. It's a little see-through, but I'm okay with that. But I dyed this a while back, and it's a nice old lace. Probably vintage, who knows. But we're going to use that. Now, let me check for me another washi. Okay, the black it is. That one went out. Okay, what I'm going to do is go down through here and coat either side of that crease. And we're going to put that washi on there to strengthen it, like I always do my hinges. I want it to last. It's going to be like a little hidden journaling spot if I wanted to get in here and write on it. It's a lighter kind of a paper, but I think it'll live up to it. They just got to be gentle with it. Pretty gentle. Okay. See if I can go down through here and get it straight as I can. That there's not straight, so let's pull it back up while we can. There we go. I'm going to use this to rip my edge, and we're done with that one. I have to trim this one. Whoa. Tell you, my work area is just like a bomb went off. I'm trying to get all of these things done before the trip. I got what? I'm doing this on Thursday, and I'm going to be leaving out Wednesday morning. So, it's coming. Alright, so I'm going to flip this over like that. And this part is going to glue down. Now, what I need to do first, though, before we get into that, is we're going to do a little stenciling. And I like this stencil. We're going to get into here and put us a little bit of something on here. Now, I almost thought about doing the black texture paste, and I would have, I think, done it, but the thing is, I don't want that wetness, you know, to mess this up. I got my dauber under here. I knew I had it somewhere. So I don't want to put anything wet on here exactly. This is the Black Soot Distress Ink. Sorry, I'm shaking. But we're going to go up here in the corner. I don't know if you've seen any of those old doors in the scary movies that has this kind of a symbol on it. I think I remember seeing some. And we're just going in patches. We don't have to go all the way on it, just in areas. And we can always come back and do more. Like that one, I need to match that one up. And we can keep going over. Oop, I should have done a little bit down here. Alright, where's my cross? There it is. I don't know what else is going on this door. So, I've got to pre-plan a little better. I've got that, I've got this thing of metal pieces, and I got it at I think a Joann's for next to nothing, because it was in the Halloween. This was the other year, though. But I'd seen people using them, and I wanted to try it. Alright, I'm going to go down here in this corner and darken. There it is. Okay. Takes a minute to find it. I'm way down here. I hope you can see me. Alright. Alright, and I think I'll do a nice dark corner up here to reflect that one. Where is the... There. There. Okay. I think that's good. It gives you something. So we'll take that and put that to the side to be cleaned in a little bit. Now this was another piece of paper from the backdrops, and I loved it. I almost had that for one of the doors, but I love this even better. So this is going to be cut up, and I'm going to take one of these numbers and I'm going to put it on the front, so that can go over here along with this. Now I bought these the other day, the hardware heads. I'm always seeing people use these. I don't know if I'm going to use them, but I'm going to try. And inside here is the book that has, see, yummy, yummy. So what I'm going to try to do, I want to have one of these, definitely, one of the keyhole ones, especially the big ones, because I have to cut a hole for the hitch fastener that'll work with this. And then I believe this color is going to go the best. So let me pull this off, and we're going to see what we can do here. Ugh. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to cut it in half, because I don't need it to be a full one, because I'm going to be gluing this edge down. So let's go ahead and get our glue back out and put this down. Now this is where I would have put those hardware heads, and I still may do it. I don't know if I'm going to do it. Now I've got some alcohol ink. I got some today at Hobby Lobby. Me and Mom had to go to Harrisonburg. So I'm thinking that I may color up my hardware here and put this on at the very end. So I will show you that if that ever happens. Alright, I wanted to get the same distance. I'll probably be using this other one on the other door. And let's see, what else we got going? I want a doorknob. I'm trying to keep within the same color scheme. I like that one. So we're going to push the inside out. There we go. Of course, I hit the floor. Put a little glue on the back of that. Okay. And let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the middle. And we are going to put that down right there. It's kind of hard to see, isn't it? Can I still pull that up? Let me check on something. Alright, that scrap that I cut off down there, so I grabbed that, and I'm cutting a darker piece to make it stand out a little better. And then we're going to cut our corners out. So it's got rounded corners. And it is not agreeing with me, so let me go ahead and hand cut it. There. Now, I can get in there with a couple of brads. Let me do that. Okay, I picked 2 more brads that go with the color that's going to go on this. So let me get in here and see if I can cut me a little hole. I have something wrong with my Crop-A-Dile. It doesn't like to cut the hole out completely. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that in here, and we're going to spread the legs. Like spread joy. Spread the legs. And I'm going to push it down just so it's flat. There we go. Now, I'm going to glue that down and try to get all my outside edges so they'll keep those brad legs in there. Get some stuff out of the way. All right, let me measure again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's do that again. And I'm going to go right up to the edge because I need that hole right there, near to the outside edge as I can get. Now this, I don't know if I'm going to put that like on the top of the door, if I'm going to make like a banner kind of a thing to put that on. Curious things. I'm not sure. Found objects. The apothecary. Not sure any of those go. Let's try this. Okay. 109. Maybe I'll just put a big old number on there. I like the 232, but it got cut off. About 402. Let's just go with 402. And it also will have, I guess, brads in it. Ooh. Anybody been crafting lately? I have been, like I said, going to town, trying to get a few things done. It's always like these holidays just pop up all of a sudden. I don't know if you can call Halloween a holiday. All right. I'm still debating on using these hardware heads. I'd like to try them, but I'd like them to be another color. And I'm not so sure I'm good with coloring that in right now. All right. Let me see about the black. Oh yeah, much better. All right, we're just going to make us some holes here. And put us our little brads in our numbers. Get that down. Yep. Then we have to get our doorknob thingy on here. And I'm going to show you how I did it. I did it on one of the Celestial, journals that I did, the Grimoires. So you may remember me doing this, but I thought it was like a really cool way to have a flip out on the cover of your book. All right. I'm going to do that. Put that at the top, right in the middle. Has some really cool numbers. I really love that. All right, now what I'm going to do is, oh, not that one, it's this one. And this is a, gosh, what size is that? It's like a hole punch. It's like one of those handle type hole punch deals. But I'm going to go with that. I'm going right in here. Will it reach? Oh, no. Will it reach? It's not going to reach. I should have went in there before. Oh, I guess it's going to have to be this one. That one's similar. All right, let's see. I don't know that I have a hole puncher. Let me see. I do. I have a regular hole punch. Yay! Because I can get in there now. Alright, try to get as centered as you can. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I'm happy with that. Let's see about putting this onto our cover. Let me lay this out. And I gotta make sure it bends backward. And get our glue on there. I got to put enough that I know it's going to hold. It's not easy to get it on there. All right. Let's see how that works. We want to be on the outside edge. Well, we want to be about right here. And I'm going to judge where the edge of my paper is. There we go. I think that's it. I'm going to rub this down. Now over here is where that little bit of lace is. It's going to hide the crack and also add strength. And you know, I'm probably just going to put that book thing on here flat. So I'll get that and get that on here. I'm not going to experiment right now with that paper towel round back. I'll do that at another time with another one. Okay, let me find that. I'll get right back with you. All right, this is the paper I was talking about. This one right here is very big, and I think it'll go over the back of that pretty good. I'm going to have to take a little bit of these two, but I think I'm okay with that. And this is from the Dark Academia. It's this one I got from Michaels, the Recollections, but it's pretty neat. I found all kinds of stuff in there. So I'm going to cut one of these. I have to this is going to be fun. I know this is 3 inches, so I'm going to go over there and I'm going to measure out 3 inches and cut one of these out, and I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. This is what it's going to look like. I'm not going to glue it yet because I'm going to sew my signatures in first. Then this will be glued over top of it so you don't see, you know, the strings. Now the part that's sticking out here that's got the gold trim on it, that is probably going to be muted because I'm going to have that piece of rough lace ripped to go on either side right here. And I think that'll be the outside of my door. Unless I decide to put something else on there, that is about it. Now I do want to show you how I'm going to do the hitch fastener, because that's going to be the part here that helps that come open. I guess the washi tape had a little washy wiggly going on there. All right, now I need to, of course I threw it away, get this out. I'm going to do the very small one, but I need to go in here and sketch out where this needs to be. So that's dead center. And I'm going to go in here and we're going to, let me move that back. Go in here and I'm going to get that right in the center of my hole and punch it out. Then all you got to do is thread your little screw base through the back. Oop. Come on now, there we go. Onto the front. And it's not going to go all the way. You got to do a little bit of regular screwdriver work. All right, there. Now, here's the trick. This little piece pops right down over that. Hold that on. And you can also use it because I'm going to have a eyelet back here with a string in it that's going to come around and hook to that as well. So I thought that would look like a door that's going to open into a haunted house, and I thought that was the coolest little idea. And oh well, I hope you liked it too. It was a new idea I come up with not long ago. I'm trying to see if I got anything back here I can show you. I did this little guy the other day. I thought I'd put him in my school journal because it's got specimen for blackboard, and I had this little guy, so I just made him like stick down below that. This is some of my what is that? That was from here, the Abandoned, and I thought that turned out really good. it was from this piece. I've used that before on the doors when I did the vampire mirror. You remember that, don't you? And then I had just a few other little things. I had this little school book, and I had the clock. And those are all things you would think of. Now, when I go to glue it in my school journal, I'll probably just go up like that, where he clears the base, and I'll just glue it. Might even glue it down here, so it's like a longer pocket on this side. I thought that'd be kind of cool. And, oh, my mother is at the door. So, I'm going to say bye. I'll talk to you later. And I hope you like this idea. You'll see the rest of it later in the flip through. All right. Thank you. Everybody have a great day. Bye-bye.